This isn't just harder because it's happened before. It's a genuinely different kind of break. Here's why, and here's your permission to feel every bit of it. Hello, I'm Faye from Family Recovery Mum. Welcome to the Trust series. This is part 2, the Trust After Relapse. Welcome to Lesson 1. Before we go any further, I want you to take a breath, because if you're here, you're carrying something enormous, and the first thing I want to do is help you understand why it feels this heavy. It's not because you're weak, it's because post-relapse trust is genuinely a different thing from first-time trust. Think back to the very beginning, when you first learned about the addiction. You were starting from zero. Frightened, yes, but every small kept promise felt like progress, like something being built. There was no "we've been here before." Hope felt allowed. After relapse, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from below zero, from broken, not just absent. Every kept promise now feels like it could be performance that collapses at any moment. You're not building trust from nothing. You're trying to trust someone who already proved once that your trust could be misplaced. That is so much harder, and I need you to know it's harder so you stop being so hard on yourself for struggling with it. If you did the core course, you'll remember the 5 dimensions of trust: safety, honesty, reliability, emotional, and future. Here's what relapse does. It sends all 5 of them back to zero at the same moment. Safety, I thought they were safe. What else am I wrong about? Honesty, how long were they using while I believed things were fine? Reliability, emotional safety, the future you'd started to picture, all of it gone in an instant. No wonder you feel like the floor vanished. 5 floors vanished. And underneath the dimensions, relapse breaks some quieter beliefs too. The belief that recovery was sustainable, your confidence that you'd be able to see warning signs because you didn't, or you did and talked yourself out of them. The faith that honesty would keep catastrophe away, and hope for the future, the weddings and birthdays and growing old together you'd let yourself imagine again. So your mind goes looking for someone to blame, and it usually lands on you. I missed the signs. I trusted too soon. I was stupid to believe them. I can't trust my own judgment anymore. Or it swings the other way. They lied to my face. They chose this again. They'll never change. Or worse, it turns on the whole family. We're broken. Recovery isn't possible for us. Here's what I want you to hear about those thoughts. They are normal. Every single one of them is a normal grief response to relapse trauma. But they are not the truth. They're pain wearing the costume of truth. You did not cause the relapse. You could not have controlled it. And needing to protect yourself now is not a character flaw. It's wisdom catching up with your heart. And the feelings, they won't line up neatly either. You might feel rage and numbness in the same hour, grief and relief, terror and exhaustion. When I went through this, I couldn't work out what I felt because I felt everything at once. That's not you losing your grip. That's relapse trauma flooding you with contradictory feelings that all demand attention at the same time. It's normal. So here is your permission, and I mean every word. You are allowed to be devastated. You are allowed to be furious. You are allowed to question everything. You are allowed to take time before you decide whether you can do this again. You are allowed to have stricter boundaries than before, to need more evidence this time, to trust more slowly, and yes, you are allowed to never trust at 100% again. None of that makes you cold. It makes you someone protecting the foundation, and right now the foundation is you. In the next lesson, we'll talk about the first week and the few steady things you can do while everything still feels like wreckage. For now, just let this lesson be permission to fall apart a little. That's allowed too. In your workbook, Lesson 1 has a page for naming what relapse broke for you. No wrong answers. Lesson 2, the first week, is next in this playlist.